What's going on, guys? Zach from Overland Zam, and today we are finally wrapping up our series, or at least the majority part, where we're doing all the external mods on our Jeep Wrangler. What we have is a rooftop tent, a Hima. This was delivered today, and it just looks like a really big box that we're gonna put on top of our Jeep. But inside it is a rooftop tent by Hima. Not sure the pronunciation of it, but when choosing the rooftop tent for us, we wanted to find a budget-friendly rooftop tent that was extremely high quality. Now, the market is saturated with hundreds, if not thousands of rooftop tents, and the big name brands kind of get thrown at you all the time. Doesn't mean that they're the only ones to go with, and doesn't mean that they're the only ones that have a good quality to them. We found Hima, however you pronounce it, on Amazon, and there's a link to this product in the description below. We wanted something that was 4 seasons and less than $1,500, and that's what we got with this product. I was also a little bit more picky because my fiance is going to be camping with me, and we needed a little bit more room, and I needed a roof rack so that way I can carry all of her luggage. So the winners that we were kind of choosing from is this rooftop tent or Novsite's rooftop tent, because it also had the extra 20% space, the roof rack on top of the tent, and could carry a lot of weight. But this can too for almost $1,000 less. So let's open it up, see what we got, and let's get it installed on our Jeep.
On the inside of the tent, you will find your shoe bag, a ladder, some hardware, and finally your racks. Now you might be wondering why we put the cover back on, and it's only because we were out in the sun, and as you can guess, black and in the sun, it got really hot. So we put some gloves on, put the cover back on, and got this on top of the Jeep so that way we could go find some shade and finish the install.
So we came into an issue that's not the fault of the rack, it's not the fault of the rooftop tent, but what it is the fault of is this guy. I went and installed this roof rack before I even got the rooftop tent. And after putting the rooftop tent on top of it, it was hard to determine where exactly we should be mounting it. Now, the majority of our weight is going to be on this back end. So what we did is we took the rack that goes across, or the bar that goes across the crossbar. We moved the forward one back. We took the back one on the front mount off, and then we moved the one on the way back forward halfway, and we're going to put the bar that we took out from here on the back. That way there's a whole lot of support in the middle where the majority of the weight of the tent is going to be. All right, so if you were doing this at home, what would you do? Would you already install these brackets to mount the crossbars, or would you do what we did and put it on top of the Jeep already and then mount the brackets? Let us know in the comments below, because that's what we're about to do.
Mounting the rooftop tent was pretty easy because Hima uses a universal mounting system with rails already attached to the rooftop tent. All we had to do was put a bolt in the front and a bolt in the back of the rack that I already had on the Jeep. Lining up the bolts, we slid a metal piece underneath and then hand cranked the plastic hardware to make sure that everything was secure. Now, I did switch this hardware for some lock nuts later on, and I think that that is going to be a better, more secure way of mounting this. However, I will need a wrench later on if I need to make any adjustments, where these ones you can adjust with your hand. If you plan on doing any rock crawling, I do advise that you go ahead and switch out for lock nuts so that way this thing doesn't shift on you.
But it looks good.
That's cool.
I love how it just does like this.
Exactly what it's supposed to.
Can't forget the ladder. Oh.
This will be great footage.
Party foul. Oh, this just slides.
Oh. Look how adorable.
Snazzy.
I think so.
Wow, it looks really good.
Thank you.
And you can lay all the way stretched, all the way flat, huh?
I should be able to.
Otherwise, lots of spooning.
Well, you do that.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah.
Wow.
My toes aren't even touching the thing.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot, so.
Do you have a moonroof in there too? Is that what I see there?
Right here, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really cool. That's really cool.
Thank you.
And so it just like flattens right down, huh?
Right down.
So no pitch in a tent. Just,
Nope, just
Babe, we're tired.
unlatch,
We're pulling
unlatch,
over.
Yeah.
Toss up. Done. All right, baby, what are your first impressions?
This is nice.
What do you like about it?
I like this right here.
What is that?
Little skyline. We can watch the stars and be super like cringe and cute.
Romantic.
Be romantic with the
Y'all are
stars.
weird.
And like I feel like I'm not even on a Jeep. So that's what's cool.
Right, it's pretty steady,
I feel like
sturdy.
this thing is all gonna go.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
Okay, do you want to drive around with this on here?
That's illegal.
I asked.
Did you? Have you been up here, Derek?
No, I have not. I've been.
Are you next?
He is next. So we came into a couple of things. One, this ladder, it's nice, it does what it needs to do. However, it is, if you're barefoot, very uncomfortable. The second thing, and we are blown away by this tent. I don't want it to come across that we're not. We love this tent. This rooftop tent is awesome. The neighbors were saying that it's super cool. The kids love it. Amanda loves it. That is what matters to me, and I love it. It serves the purpose that I want it to serve. The only thing, and this is brand new, paid $300 for shipping, and there's one upset about it. So as you can see, we finished setting it up. We haven't touched anything until now as we're doing the entire walkthrough of it. And right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, there is a rip in this mesh right there. It came like that. We certainly have not done anything to warrant that. I mean, I opened it up 3 times just checking the fitting. So we'll have to see how we patch that up. I will be emailing the company to see what they say and see how they treat their customers. But overall, this thing is stellar. I want to thank you guys for watching our video and checking out for our series. It's the first time that I did any kind of series, and I'm really stoked that I did it. We've got a whole bunch of gear installed on the Jeep, and we changed this from like a daily driving Jeep to now an overlanding off-roading vehicle that hopefully does pretty well on the road as well. We can't wait to start taking trips in this thing, and we will definitely let you guys know what we think when it's trail tested. As always, we want to thank you guys for watching our video. Make sure that you use the links in the description below so that way you can help support our channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video.